Hello YouTubers. In this video I'm going to show you some things to think about when you change to a riser bar on your ZZR1200. This is the kit I bought. It came with a handlebar and this aluminum bracket and two things that holds the handlebars to the bracket that connects to the forks. And you also get this extended brake line that is supposed to go up to the handlebars here. And when you get the kit, it says that you only have to change the brake hose, which is true, but there are some things to think about when you do this. And the things I found out was that you have to move the throttle cables. If you take a look at this hole, they come out of this hole, and that's because I led them this way. When you're taking this apart, they're going to come out of this hole, which is on the left side of the bike, and that causes the wires to be too short for this high handlebar. So you'll have to move both throttle cables. And you also have to do some things on the left side of the bike. First thing to think about is to drain your clutch fluid. Take the clutch hose away from the container. And you have to do that because the original way to wire this thing on the bike is that the clutch hose comes up from the engine compartment and moves around the fork leg, and that causes it to be too short. So you'll have to move it a bit. And the same thing goes for the cables that comes up to the controls. There are two of them. They transfer down to this hole, or through the hole, and it's this contact, or what to say, this little small one and the white one. You'll have to disconnect them, get the line out, and make sure that it doesn't pass around the fork leg like this. It should pass on this side of the fork leg to be able to come up to the handlebars. Those are some things that you have to do. Same goes for the choke. And that wire comes down here, is led through the hole, comes down here, passes through the throttle cables or below them, and continues to the place where the cable head, or what to say, is held. And the way you do that is that you push. Let's see if I can get this on film. You will push it that way and get it out of the holder. And when you've done that, you can get the wire or cable, or what you like to call it, through the hole of the frame. And then lead it the correct way so it doesn't go around the fork like the other cables did. And that's the things you have to do. If you, like me, never done this operation before, it's going to take you a while, so take your time before you start. But you'll get a good result, because I tested to sit on the bike and hold the bars, and it makes a world of a difference for your rider position. So I can highly recommend this handlebar kit. Another thing to think about is that, let's see, how should I express this in English? There are 4 holes for these screws to go through. These holes are not placed 100% correctly. They are a bit too far away from each other. So when you put the screws in and you start to screw the bracket to your fork, you will see that it won't work because there's a too small of a space between the holes. So the holes were the holes in the bracket were 9 millimeters originally, but I solved it by drilling with a 10 millimeter drill, so that the holes get 1 millimeter bigger. Each hole gets 1 millimeter bigger, and that solved the problem. So if you have that problem, just get your metal drill and drill with a 10 millimeter drill through the hole that the screw travels through, and you'll get a bracket that fits perfectly. And from what I can tell, this is very good quality. It's nicely made. There are no marks on it, and it just looks great on the bike. So those are some things you can think about before you buy the handlebar and when you're installing it. I hope this video will help you. Good luck. Bye.